Summer break is here, which means you are probably going to plan a trip to Disney World, the happiest place on earth. Now, if you are not used to this weather in Florida, there are some things that I'm going to highly recommend you take. So stay tuned for those tips. I don't know what I was thinking when I said Florida rain. It has nothing on me. Girl, I was wrong. Their rain is some pouring down rain, and a poncho is very much needed. Disney does sell ponchos, but they're going to sell it to you for a good markup. So, if you want to save a couple bucks and save the hassle of trying to track down a poncho when it just starts pouring out of nowhere, make sure you buy your poncho ahead of time. I'm going to show you the one that I did purchase through them at one of the little stores, which was not cheap. 18 bucks for this thing. And actually, I did purchase a few for my family members, and my sister's poncho was actually ripped. So it was kind of like a what the H moment. But we did see that really quickly and just went up to the desk and asked for a new one. So make sure that before you head out or you continue your journey throughout the parks, you are checking for any holes or tears and ask for a new one because, again, these are not cheap and you don't want to pay for something that's already damaged. Now, you would think that with Disney making a bunch of money, they would provide you with some quality straws. And now I am a little bit anti paper straws just because the majority of them always fall apart in your drink. Like, I'm not gonna chug down a freaking frozen drink in 2 seconds. Okay, I need that straw to last a little bit. So if you can, and if you have the space for it, take some biodegradable straws. That way you are able to toss them after, every drink that you get, and you're not having to deal with the crusty, musty paper straws. Now, I think most people think to just bring snacks for their kids, but I'm going to suggest that you bring snacks for yourself as well because those lines are brutal. I mean, some of them where you're waiting like 2 hours for one ride, and you can't just like exit and come back into the line just for funsies, or you know what I mean? So make sure you bring some snacks. Now, I would suggest that you don't bring any like crackers or chips just because they get all mushy and they come into little crumbs, and then it just don't have the same crunch factor as when they're whole. So any like protein bars, soft cookies would do well. You can also do some nuts or dried fruit or just some fresh fruit to keep you going and you don't feel like you are going to be hangry while you are waiting in line. Now, for whatever reason, I did not think to bring a fan, whether that is a battery powered fan or just a handheld fan like a accordion fan, and I would probably say the accordion fan is going to be the better option just because you don't have to think about having to charge it throughout the day or at the end of the day when you're home and you're tired and you just want to shower and pass out. I also feel like the accordion fan will save you a lot of space in your bag, especially if you don't want to carry a big old backpack throughout the day. You can just fold it up and shove it in a little space corner in your small backpack. I feel like part of the Disney experience is meeting up with the characters and doing the signing with them. Now, if you do want to do that, make sure that you are bringing a notebook or some kind of paper and pen situation because they will not be allowed to sign your shirt, your shoes, or anything that's on your body. A hat maybe because you're able to take it off and hand it to them, but if it's on your person, they are going to tell you no. Another thing they are not allowed to sign is business cards, even if the back of it is blank, because I guess they don't want to say that they are approving of said business or whatnot. So make sure you are bringing a little notebook and a pen or pencil. Other than snacks, some of the more essential items that you should definitely bring extra of are going to be hand sanitizer or hand sanitizing wipes. You're also going to want to bring some deodorant because the last thing you want to do is be stuck in a small space and smelling yourself and realizing that you are a little bit ripe. So bring that deodorant, spray, gel, whatever works for you. Make sure you bring extra of. And I'm also going to suggest that you do bring some wipes for your restroom visits. You can never have enough. Bring a full pack. Make sure whoever you're traveling with has their own pack as well. And of course, one of the essentials for just every day is going to be sunscreen. You will not have enough sunscreen. I mean, I'm telling you, this sun can beat you up and you don't want to have any like sun damage. So make sure you bring a spray or gel or cream, whatever works for you in your space in your bag. Bring it because it gets really expensive inside the Disney parks, just like everything else. And if you're looking to save a little bit of money, those are some things that you do want to buy ahead of time. Now, to go against consumerism, I'm going to suggest that you use the backpack that you already have at home. And if it's not a waterproof bag, you can either purchase a dry bag that you can put inside that backpack, or you can get some Ziploc bags and put your important, documents like ID, credit cards, gift cards, or your electronics, because you don't want to be caught in the middle of the park and then it just starts pouring rain out of nowhere. That is not going to be a good time for you or your items. So either bring a backpack and a poncho, a backpack and a dry bag, or if you really want to, get yourself a waterproof backpack that you don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to get wet. Now, talking about electronics, there's no way that you're going to catch me anywhere without carrying a phone charger with the block and the cord and an extra battery pack. I've had this battery pack for a while now and I got it off Amazon. It comes in a pack of 2 and I was able to charge my Meta glasses, my GoPro. I actually charged these a couple times. The GoPro, I charged it a little bit, and my cell phone, I charged that as well. I didn't charge it all the way up to 100%, but I charged it enough to get me, enough charge for the rest of the day. So whether it's the one that I am going to link in the description, or if you already have one, perfect, take that with you, because there's nothing worse than being stuck in a ride or in line waiting for food and you're trying to reach somebody but you can't because your phone is dead. If you're bringing an action camera or any type of recording device that requires an SD card, I'm going to highly suggest that you bring an additional SD card that's brand new, doesn't have any data on it, because you're probably going to record a ton of videos, take some pictures, and the last thing you want is to happen is to miss out on getting some of these pictures because your memory card is full. And sometimes it's a little bit more convenient to have one device ready to go at all times to capture these wonderful moments while at Disney. Now, while drinking water is super important while you're out and about at these Disney parks, it is also important to add a little bit of electrolyte to your water. I personally like these Salud packets here, and I love them because they are hydration and immunity, and they are agua fresca flavored. So this one is a piña agua fresca. They also have mandarin, they have hibiscus, watermelon, strawberry, you name it, they probably have it. I will link their website in the description. This is not sponsored, this is not an ad. Although if any of the folks at Salud are watching this, feel free to email me. I would love your stuff. But anyways, make sure you stay hydrated. And they also have other things for, to like sleep, or if you need a little bit of boost of energy, they have that as well. Let this be a reminder that yes, you will wait in line for hours and hours, so you do not want to break in brand new shoes on your first day at Disney. Break them in ahead of time. Try different shoes before you head to Disney. Make sure whatever outfits you're planning are going to be comfortable to wear all day, dry, wet, sweaty, you name it. Make sure it is comfortable enough for you to where you are not miserable waiting in line dealing with this type of weather. Personally, I just wore some Vans that I know have worked for my feet. I wore shorts and a little shirt. I actually wore this shirt to one of the days, and I did get a little bit of tan, which was fine for me. I didn't care. It was cool. But I know some people do not want to get like super crisp. So if that's not your cup of tea, make sure you plan your wardrobe accordingly. If you would like a part 2 on must-haves when it comes to Disney, make sure you leave a thumbs up, comment, or just shoot me a DM and I will work on that for you. Otherwise, make sure you check the Disney playlist and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!